Well, despite some, thundery rains across the central swathe of Europe, it is very, very warm across a vast area of the continent at the moment, including the southeastern half of the British Isles. Thanks for clicking on to the Sunday evening edition of Vogan's European Outlook. Look at these temperatures here, 40 degrees across western portions of Spain yesterday afternoon. We had mid to high 20s covering a large swathe of the Low Countries, Western Germany, France, and then, of course, widespread 30s, even low 40s across Spain. But we did have some heavy thundery rains, like I say, across parts of the Alpine region and up the eastern side of Germany here. Plenty of disturbed weather here, separating warmer with very warmer, and that very warmer has been pushing all the way to the Arctic region of Scandinavia, where temperatures were 21, 22 Celsius, even on the Arctic coast. But it's overnight minimums last night that were really noteworthy. We had an overnight temperature actually on the Arctic coast of 20.6 Celsius. So a tropical night well within the Arctic Circle. And that is pretty incredible stuff, actually. You get to the UK and we've got that north-south split in temperature here. Of course, we've got areas of low pressure trying to move in from the west, and of course, ahead of any frontal system, we've got warmth lifting out of France. So we've seen temperatures this morning starting off at 8.5 at Loch 13, 14 degrees down across the south. So we continue to maintain that rather sultry theme across especially southeastern portions of the British Isles here. These were the temperatures yesterday, so we had temperatures just up over 20 Celsius on the Aberdeenshire coastline, as you can see, but then, of course, right south and particularly east of the Pennines, 25, possibly even 26 degrees was recorded during the course of yesterday afternoon. And we're going to see, despite areas of low pressure moving in from the west, of course, that will actually help boost the temperatures. Areas of low pressure moving in off the Atlantic ahead of any frontal system, winds out of the south, southwest, southeast. You're pulling that in out of France, and temperatures are going to rise. We could potentially go back up to 30 Celsius, believe it or not, in parts of the southeast and East Anglia, middle and latter half of this work week. Currently sitting in Kings Lynn, Norfolk, just after delivering a load of frozen peas from Dundee. I left this morning about 8:15, and I managed to get down here by 5 p.m. So I'm going to take my time off and then reload something, I don't know what, out of Spalding and head up, I believe, to Tesco's at Livingston, probably sometime late afternoon to around tea time. But it looks as if low pressure is going to continue to push its way eastwards, bringing spells of cloud, rain, heavy showers, possible some thunderstorms as well, embedded within that disturbed weather as it moves into a warm, humid air mass. But the theme, folks, this week is going to be building heat. Strong area of high pressure over far western portions of Asia, over the Ural Mountains, area of low pressure over Turkey. That could well be a heat low, in fact. And with winds coming in fairly strongly out of the south-southeast, a very dry, hot air mass is going to be spreading its way kind of westwards over the continent through the course of this work week here. So as I play through the loop of the GFS, these are the 850 temperatures, and you can see here we've got some kind of typical heat across Iberia, nothing really surprising there. Area of low pressure off Scotland, as you can see here. Notice the yellows, even the kind of pale oranges. As that area of low pressure kind of winds up, that air mass gets drawn into England and Wales. Could see temperatures into the high 20s, close to 30 Celsius a couple of times this week. Tuesday afternoon, possibly Thursday, even Friday afternoon. Ahead of any kind of system with sunshine, with that southerly wind, with that warm source air, temperatures will respond significantly here. But it's as we press through the middle and second half of the upcoming work week that's when things get interesting. Fairly deep area of low pressure to the west of the UK. We've got some very warm air across Iberia. Ahead of that frontal system, we've got that warmth building. But just keep your eyes to the west of Asia, into the eastern portion of the European continent. We've got fairly strong winds actually between the area of low pressure over Turkey, high pressure over western Russia, and it's that very hot air that then pushes its way into the Balkan region. Wouldn't be surprised if we see upper 30s to around 40 in some places. Ukraine, Belarus, some of the other countries, including Latvia, Lithuania, maybe not 40, but certainly we could see the hottest air of the entire summer pushing into these regions of Europe here. As you can see here, much of Europe turns red at 8:50, indicating very, very hot temperatures indeed. Notice here some of those reds, the 15 Celsius isotherm, skirting Kent, possibly East Sussex up into Suffolk, Norfolk. We could see temperatures if we get sunshine approaching, if not exceeding, the 30 Celsius mark during the course of Thursday afternoon. But as we go towards the weekend, so this is next weekend, we do have an area of high pressure that actually starts to develop across the north. I have been alluding to that over recent times about high pressure developing and building across the top. But what that may do is actually allow Arctic air to come around that high and down over the British Isles, essentially trying to push back the heat that's building north. So this tug of war, Arctic air coming down, hot air coming up from the south, and it's going to be interesting to see exactly how this week progresses. But it's a battle of air masses, a battle of extremes really over Europe, I think, towards next weekend and even into the following week here. So it's all eyes on the very end of August weather pattern across the continent here. So looking at the overview chart here, you've got the setup here. Showers, thunderstorms, severe weather, also a possibility with this setup here. So we've got this cool area of high pressure. This is, of course, in Fantasyland. I get that, off the GFS operational, one model run, but it shows you the potential of the pattern. Extreme heat and cool, if not colder, trying to come south from the north here. So certainly a very interesting setup to come here overall. And we are going to see spells of rain across the UK during the course of this upcoming work week here. And you can see here the 2-minute temperature anomaly chart here. And let's go back to the start. We've got a mix of cool and warm across the UK. But notice here, as we go towards the second half of the work week, look at the reds here, indicating temperatures in excess of 10-15 Celsius above normal across many portions of the European continent. And that heat, by the way, could lift all the way up into the Arctic region of Scandinavia once again here. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Always appreciate it. Please like, share, and if you haven't already done so, you hit that subscribe button and stay up to date. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.